Hello everyone, in today's tutorial we shall learn how to perform drag and drop operations using Selenium. To test this, we shall navigate to this website right here. The URL is in the description. This website has got an element called as drag me, and as you can see it's draggable. If you drop it on this specific element, the color changes. A good way to find out the automation which you have created is working successfully. Step number 1 is finding out the element properties of both of these elements. Simply right click on it and perform inspect. If that does not work, click on this thing right here and click on the specific element. As you can see, this element has got the ID called as draggable, and this element right here has got an ID called as droppable. So let us jump into our code right here. As you can see by the code, we are simply navigating to that specific website. The URL is in the description, this one right here. We are going ahead and maximizing the screen, and we are identifying those two elements with the ID, draggable and droppable. Now our next step is to perform the drag and drop operations. So guys, go ahead and create an object of the class actions. So actions. Remember the S, otherwise you'll be importing a different class. Give it any name. I prefer to call it as action, new actions, and pass in the driver in the parentheses like so. Remember to import it from Selenium, so Selenium interactions. Now once you have done that, using the object of actions, you can go ahead and perform the drag and drop directly. So actions dot drag and drop, here we go. And as you can see, it accepts two parameters, that is what you want to drag and where you want to drag it to. Here we go. And by default it is already gone ahead and populated, but if it's not populated, what you should do is what is the object that you want to drag is this element right here, and where you want to drag it to is this element right here. We have already gone ahead and saved those two elements. Now once you have done that, remember action is not executed by itself. You have to go ahead and perform dot build dot perform. So this is the action, you're building the action, and then you're going ahead and perform the action. Go ahead and save this, and let's run and see if it actually works. So let us click run. Let's see what happens. So here we go. Okay, it's blue. It means that specific element has been dragged and dropped within the other element. So it's working perfectly fine. Let's try something else. So apart from just dragging and dropping, you can perform other functions as well. For example, moving by an offset. So let us go back to our website. This is the element right here. So what if I wanted to move this element down by a few pixels or right by a few pixels, stuff like that. We can perform that as well. So first, we need to understand what do you mean by moving by pixels. It's called offset or moving by an offset. So let us have a look at this screen right here. So if we want to move an element like this element right here up, it will be y-axis negative. So this is a bit different. So if I move up, it's negative. If I move down, it's positive for the y-axis. And for the x-axis, if I move right, it's positive. And if I move towards the left, it's negative. So with that in mind, let us jump back to our code right here. And let us try to move this element down by a few pixels. So down means the y-axis positive. So let us jump back to our code right here. Let us remove all of this. So step number 1 is we need to go ahead and click on that element and not let go. So actions dot, as you can see, there are many commands over here. Do have a look as well. We need to perform the action click and hold, which is this one right here, but click and hold on a specific web element. So this one, which element? Not droppable but draggable. Here we go. So once we have clicked and hold on the element, we need to move it by an offset. So mov move by offset. Here we go. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. We are not moving anything horizontally, but we are moving it vertically, and vertically if you're moving it down, it's positive. So let's say we are moving it down by 50 pixels. Once we're done with that, we need to release the mouse. So we are letting go of that specific element, and that is done by release. Here we go. So actions, we are performing 3 actions: clicking and holding, moving by an offset, and then releasing the mouse. So dot build dot perform. Let's save this and let's execute the code and let's hope it works. Here you go. The element has been dragged from this position right here and has gone down by a few pixels. So same way you can go ahead and experiment the other offsets as well. A few of the important methods under actions are, so we have one called as move to element. What that does is it's going to move the mouse to an element, and that is going to be helpful when you're performing tooltip verification. For example, if I move my mouse to this element right here, I get the tooltip search by image, and here we get search by voice. So you go ahead and try that. Search a specific element, and then you go ahead and perform action, move to element and that element's name. And then you can go ahead and verify the tooltip. We will learn this in our next sessions. Apart from that, you can also perform other commands such as Control C and Control V. So for that, you have to keep Control pressed down, right? So there's a command called as key down, and then we have a character. So you can perform key down Control and then key down C. So that's Control C, right? And then you can perform same way Control V. Apart from that, if you do actions or send keys, is going to simulate like you're typing it from the keyboard itself. In fact, I would advise you guys to go ahead and try all of the methods present within the action class. And if you have any questions, do comment down below. I will help you. So that's it guys for this tutorial. If you like my series on Selenium, do show your support by liking and subscribing to my channel and sharing these videos if possible. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next video.